Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today guys, I'm going to be doing a full moon read for the full moon in Aries on October 20th. I'm just going to be doing an energy read, just seeing like what cards come out and like what's kind of in store for us. Not anything too crazy. So right away, what I got for you guys was prosperity, number 36, making a 9. And I love like I don't know what's like, I love the image that they put there, right? Like it just feels like there's a lot that's going to be happening, a lot that's going to be going on for us. Like a lot of, I keep getting this harvest energy this week for like the reads. Like every sign is getting like this reaping of the rewards, reaping of the harvest. And I feel like that really goes with this prosperity, right? Like that's what we've all been what we've been waiting for is like coming. But the funny thing is, I don't think it's in the ways that we think it is, right? How do I explain it? It's like, you see how this card is like a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. And yes, I feel like for some people, there could be, an energy of, finality for some people. There's been a lot of loss, right, in the last cycle. But I feel like this is like kind of, you see how we're talking about like the final, right? And even here, we're talking about not being lonely anymore and a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Again, it's like, it's not how we think this prosperity is coming in is not like exactly how it's coming in, but it's coming in. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's just say like you really want a certain job, right? Let's just go like with jobs. And you're really like hoping for this position in this job and you're really like, praying for it and that's the one you want and then you don't get it. And then you feel like, everything's kind of working against you and you go down, you're like, what the hell? Like, it's not what I expected. But then I feel like what this is trying to say, like this read, is that a lot of things are happening for us. Like you might not get that job that you wanted, but you're going to get something else. Do you know what I'm saying? And it might be the job that you were like not too sure about or you didn't even really want to apply for. And that job's going to end up changing your life. Do you know what I'm saying? There's like an energy here of like an ending and a beginning. And I'm getting a lot of this, like, you see how we have this 7? It's like the divine is bringing in all the prosperity for us. But again, it's not, I don't think it's going to be in the way you thought it was, right? Like even with this companionship that's coming in, right? I feel like we got this on the new moon a couple of weeks ago and now we're getting it for the full moon. So I see like a lot of people still waiting, for what that companion is going to look like. But I feel like it's funny. It's like, it's not the person that I feel like you're thinking of. Same thing with the job, same thing with everything. It's like, it's not in the exact way that you're looking at it, but it's coming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there is prosperity here. It's already here. It's just like, even in your own life, I feel like there are things that you're not looking at in the right way. And I feel like that's what we need to do on this full moon. It's like change the lens of what we're looking at, right? Yes, there's like a finality coming, right? And you can look at it as like a really sad thing or you could look at it as a really happy thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? Like that this prosperity is coming. You might be gifted with a lot of things that you just didn't really expect to be gifted with, right? Like let's just say you meet a new friend and they don't really get along with your old friends, but they're like this new friend that you get along with and you vibe with a lot, right? So that's kind of the vibe. It's like, it's not what you expect, but it's probably what you need right now. And that's what I think is happening for a lot of us. And it's like, I think it's a little uncomfortable because it's not what we expect. And we have these, again, even though people are like trying to like go and trying to like let everything happen the way it's supposed to flow, there's still this element of control, like, oh, we want things to be a certain way, or like we have this image in our head of how it's supposed to be. And I feel like it's kind of funny because they're kind of throwing that out with this prosperity. And I feel like this prosperity, yes, it is coming, it is like a big deal, but at the same time, it's not in what we expect. It's not in the people we expect either. Like the companion, the person that you've been like thinking about for a really long time, probably the person you watch tarot for, might not be the companion coming in. Do you know what I'm saying? Might not be the person that you're like gonna get linked up with. Friends might be different. Do you know what I'm saying? The job might be different, but it's still all blessings at the end of the day, right? We have these blessings coming in and I think they're only to bring us prosperity. And it's funny because it's like ways that we don't see it, right? We don't see how this could work out for us in that way. Like, right, we're set on one thing and we're not really sure how this other thing is going to work out, but we're like, okay, I guess like I have to go that route. And that's kind of what I feel like is going on. A lot of us are going to be on this different trail or this different way that we didn't really like know that we would be on, but it's still going to be like a blessing. We're still going to reach prosperity. It's just not the way we thought it was. So look at this prosperity like very broadly and very generally, because I feel like we always try to like put it so it works for us, right? Like it's like, oh, they must be talking about this, or they must be talking about this, and it's like I feel like this is gonna go, like this is gonna blow your mind, right? This prosperity, like it's not gonna be in the way you think. It's not gonna maybe be as comfortable as you wanted it to be. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's still coming for all of us, and I think it's a really, really big thing. Yeah, it's like it invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Exactly. It's like they're going to they're providing it for us, and we're meant to feel joyful about it, and it's like a big deal. But at the same time, it's like I can just feel like everyone being a little bit like, wait, this is not what I was expecting. So I feel like expect a lot of surprises, expect things not to be exactly the way you thought. But the main general idea is, yes, this is like the time of reaping those rewards, that harvest, right? We're talking about like the fall, we're talking about like that harvest, and I feel like it's really, really significant for everybody, right? So yeah, I just feel like with this final breath, they're talking about like the ending of something, right? And it's like life, for some of us, life isn't going to be the same. Like there's something big happening. I even feel like with this prosperity card, right? Like it's like a big energy. It's a really, really big energy. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not the way we think. It's not exactly the way it looks, right? Like this is talking about people who, unfortunately, like their final breath on earth is here, and like it's a blessing for those people. But I feel like it's like we're supposed to look at it a different way. It's like it might be the end of like the way we're living as we know it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like this prosperity that they're bringing in, it's going to change a lot of people's lives. It's going to be very different than we expect. Again, it's like, are you ready for the prosperity? It's like, again, the universe plans things in such ways, like this abundance, this prosperity is coming for everybody in such different ways. And it's like, it's going to blow everyone's mind. I'm telling you. So it's really interesting how this like reading came out, where we have like these two reversals on the outsides, and then in the inside we have this like really beautiful energy. It's reminding me of the prosperity, right? So now it's kind of changing the read a little bit, and now it's kind of feeling like it's kind of feeling like a choice that you can make, right? Because we have like three pathways, right? We have three ways of like headed, and like obviously everyone wants to be here in the prosperity, right? We have the Page of Cups in the middle, the Sun, and the King of Cup, right? So it's really interesting how like that's right like below the prosperity, and then on the other sides we have all these reversals. So what I'm getting with this is like, I think everyone has their choice of like how this is about to go, right? Because I feel like this prosperity is for everyone. It really is for everybody. It is for everyone, right? But it depends on where you are, and it depends on like who you are and like the work you've done, and if you're ready for this prosperity, right? Like, do you see how like I keep saying this is like a very big energy coming, and I feel like it's a surprise. It's going to surprise a lot of people with the World and the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like it's not going to be something that you're like expecting. Again, it came up after the final breath, right? And it's something about finality, and then we have the World in reverse. So it's kind of like a contradiction. And it's funny because I feel like this is like, it's going to be a surprise. And I feel like a lot of things are going to be happening quickly at this time, but it's all happening for you. It's all going to be like unexpected, like boom, 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 boom. And you have your own way of dealing with things. And if you can handle this surprise and not knowing, right? Like you're not going to know what's going to happen. I'm telling you, like this is going to be a surprise for everybody. There's a lot of like energy, and it's just in ways that you don't really expect. And I feel like you can take it. And like, you see how she's holding on to it? She's holding on to the flower, and she's holding on to it really tightly. That's what I'm saying. You can hold on to what you want really tightly, the outcome that you want really tightly, the person that you wanted really tightly. Let's just say like you watch tarot, you want a certain person, right? You want that certain companion, right? And it's like, I feel like they're going to present to you another companion basically. And it's like, you might push that person away because you're like, no, I'm waiting for this person. I'm 100% sure it's this person. But it's like, no, like, they're bringing you that person. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you're not gonna know. You're not gonna see any of this coming. I'm telling you. Like this prosperity is gonna come in very, very different ways for everybody, in surprising ways. And it's like, are you going to react to them positively and accept what's being given, right? Because then that's real prosperity, right? Because you can take whatever situation they give to you and take it as a gift, right? And take it as like, okay, like I'm moving in this direction, and embrace it. Like it's like you become, it's like the energy evolves, right? You go from the page to the king, the more accepting you are of this whatever is coming, right? But if you are stingy and like holding on to like a specific person, a specific outcome, and you're holding on to it too tightly, I'm telling you, it's like everyone else is gonna fall by the wayside. It's like the true prosperity is here, and it's how you're like accepting it, and it's how you're gonna handle it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like with this, to ease loneliness and bring companionship, with these two in reverse, I feel like it's not even the person that you thought was coming, right? Like, I feel like there's a person that you thought that you'd have a specific outcome with, right? You like, oh, this person's going to leave. They're going to show up. Like, they're going to be here. I know it. Like, that's what I'm kind of getting with this. It's like, there's two matching energies of like victory and like with someone like leaving and finally coming, right? Because I feel like this person looks like they're waiting for someone, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's not that person that you thought it was going to be. It's not going to be like, it might not be exactly how we thought it was going to be honest, but it is still prosperity. So it's like, it's up to us to take what's being given to us and take it as like a gift, or take it as like, you know, I'm not waiting. I'm only waiting for this person. I'm not, and like, oh, this is not what I expected. I can't take this. And then the only ones that are taking like what's being given and just being like, okay, this is what they're giving me right now. I have to like kind of deal with this. This is my prosperity. This is like where I'm supposed to be going. You know what I mean? If you're seeing like repetitive numbers and you're going on your way and you just keep going with the flow of life, right? Even though it might not add up to our specific plans, I feel like it's going to be a lot easier for you guys, and you're going to be able to kind of reach that happiness that you've been wanting like all along, right? And it's a lot about emotional fulfillment. I keep getting like the cup energy. I feel like this month's just a lot about cup, right? So it's like emotional fulfillment for ourselves, and people fulfilling, you know, that emotional fulfillment that others can fulfill for us. Again, in people that we don't really expect, in jobs that we don't really expect, in a lot of things that are just very unexpected for us. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, guys, for this full moon. I love you guys so much. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.